Same frenzied pace of experimentation was applied to the rocket program. Both superpowers saw them as crucial for the delivery of powerful nuclear payloads. American scientists were not always having much luck.
I saw the rockets that were pointed north go south, and those that were pointed south go north. I saw one go straight up in the air and explode. I saw one go straight up and come straight back down again. But never during those 100 launches did I see anything go right.
On October the 4th, 1957, someone did get it right.
We say, attention, all radio stations of the Soviet Union are broadcasting.
The first artificial Earth satellite in the world has now been created. This first satellite was today successfully launched in the US.
This beep, 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 what is it? Sputnik. Sputnik is around the globe. Who did it? We did it. The Soviet Union. First in the space.
And I can remember going out to my backyard one night, looking up at this bright streak going across the sky, and I felt a sudden sinking feeling, one of almost terror.
Now, suddenly, you've got Soviet missiles that can reach into the Dakotas, can hit Chicago.
With a surprise attack possible for the first time, Americans began to look at the sky differently, now as a place from which terror might reign, and to learn some new terms like duck and cover.
I felt that the threat to America had been increased, that the Soviet Union had upped the ante. While we were playing cops and robbers hide and seek in our backyards and our front yards, there was the gnawing anxiety that it could all end instantaneously.
July 25th, 1959, at a U.S. exhibition in Moscow, Soviet Premier Khrushchev and American Vice President Nixon discussed the relative merits of communism and capitalism.
There are some instances where you may be ahead of us. For example, in the development of the thrust of your rockets for the investigation.
Both of them was built from the same material. They were tough, and they want to show each other that their society is better.
There may be some instances, for example, color television, where we're ahead of you. But
what became known as the kitchen debate seemed to demonstrate America's new insecurity in the world.
You never concede anything.
Sputnik had been a technological Pearl Harbor.
It began a tremendous sense of self-appraisal. Are we falling behind the Russians? What are we teaching our children? I remember Life magazine doing a whole spread on contrasting a Soviet and an American high school. And little Ivana and Ivan were studying rocket physics, and Jim and Sue were bopping in the high school gym. And the clear message of this was, that in 10 or 15 years, we would be a client state of the Soviet Union because we were wasting our lives dancing away and dating while these people were working 20-hour days.
Suddenly, an American embrace of intellectualism was being seen on campuses, in libraries,
from New York City, Mr.
and on